Weird, my microphone was turned off. Like in my actual settings, my mic was not assigned to my mic. What's going on, church? I didn't know if we were too early for you or not. I finished a couple emotes. I don't know if you can see them in the chat or not. I only see one. I guess the others are waiting on approval, which is sure, I guess. Why is there no audio? Yeah, I thought about streaming earlier, and I was like, well, it's 1 p.m., so be about 7. Yeah, that's probably not good. Yeah, I guess I've got 2 or 3 others that are waiting on approval, and hello, I've got one other that's where's my sound? Okay, it's just not. It's not showing on the thing. So, yeah, I guess the other emotes are waiting on approval. I got one that I was working on that. Um, can you back off? I was working on, did not get it finished. I probably could have had it done already, but I was being too picky with it. But it's gotta look good, right? There's no point if it doesn't look good. I had other ideas for some, uh, but then it was like, oh well, that thing just charged straight into the Pokemon Center. Holy shit! I had some other ideas for emotes, but can you stop? I've got to just take this thing apart. I mean, it looks good, but it's. I had ideas for others, and then when I realized how small they're gonna be, I was like, you probably like it's not gonna look as good. I mean, I had a couple ideas for some good DMC ones, but okay. So I'm gonna put a few of these mons back. We are, especially you. We are going out to catch, hopefully catch Screamtail once again. We're going out to catch Screamtail, and we're going out to catch maybe a Fluttermane. I mean, basically both will be plausible where we're going, so I think that's where we're gonna go. I think these 2 Pokemon should be good enough. I guess if not, if I need a punching bag, I got Umbreon. I was gonna actually stream some Halo, but Justin is preoccupied with his daily bullshit, so that's not gonna be till Saturday. And then I thought about doing some Battlefront to finish up the campaign, so I can get that out of the way. And then I just didn't feel like it. I was like, you know what? Nah, I just want to play some Pokemon. I'll probably stream Battlefront tonight and get it done with. Ah, this is the one I was looking for. 126. I had to pretty much throw that cucumber on that onion to make sure it didn't fall off the fucking sandwich. Just hurry up. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Be done. I don't know. I still don't know if I'm going to use the Scream Tail or the Flutter Mane. I'm kind of trying to decide which one to use. But I do have my Sand team just about finished. I was trying to catch a Rotom, but I was trying to get one with decent stats, so I didn't have to invest so much in bottle caps. But I couldn't find a good one. And I actually don't want a shiny hunt for it because I prefer the normal coloration to the shiny. So, shiny, I don't know, the red just doesn't do it for me. So we're looking for a purple Scream or a green Flutter. I'll take either one. Of course, if this one doesn't work, I might try another Sparkling, but they never worked for me before. No problem, bud. I don't think so far I've had anything I've tried to hunt in this game that I've given up on. We've not had the best of luck with Screamtail so far. And I guess Fluttermane. But I don't even see any Fluttermane. Normal or shiny. Maybe Fluttermane's not down this far? Maybe I need to go up a little higher. Because, I mean, Screamtail's pretty much littered throughout the entirety of Area 0. No matter which level you're on. I mean, Flutter should be down here too, I believe. Whoa, shit. I wonder when they designed certain Pokemon, like, what was the thought process? Like, not so much the design itself, but more like, why make a past version of Jigglypuff when there's Wigglytuff, and why is it better than Wigglytuff in pretty much every way? Except that Wigglytuff has competitive. God, if this thing had competitive, it'd be seeing so much more play. But same thing with, like, well, Amoonguss and Brute Bonnets, whatever. But even, like, Fluttermane is, like, an alternate form of Mischievous. And it's a lot stronger than Mismagius. So, because Mismagius, I think its base stats, the high stats anyways, are only like 105. So 105 in special attack, speed, and special defense. But Fluttermane is 135. That's a 30-point difference, 90 in total. Not to mention possibly the other stats. I think it's just kind of odd. Like, both versions having a Donphan was cool, but I don't know. I just don't understand that particular decision. Welcome back. Was your trip productive? Sorry. Bad Star Wars reference. And probably a terrible impression of Tanui. Big boy Donphan, you're not a fairy. Get out of here. Yes, I did just assume it's typing. Thank you. And I know in the wild it can't have a fairy terror type. Oh, I just love dropping from like a super high distance. Looked like that one on the right just walked straight out of the fucking wall. That would have been cool if it was shiny. Well, then he'll have to join the guild. Man, we're full of all kinds of bad jokes today. So I don't know what we're doing Saturday. I know we'll be doing... I know we'll be streaming with Justin. Because, well, he needs it. Though he hasn't... It all depends on how he's feeling. I know right now he's not feeling it. So he may actually just want to play... hop into some matchmaking instead of advancing in Lasso, which is fine because we'll get to it. But yeah, it's gonna depend. It's also two different types of, like we were discussing this the other day. It's two different types of frustration. You're either playing against other people, you're in a competitive environment where you're trying to win, or you're playing against, like, ridiculously difficult smart AI and, you know, trial and error trying to get through a level. Different kind of frustration, and honestly, I won't say I enjoy playing Lasso more than I enjoy just blasting people. But I will say, as far as the type of frustration, Lasso frustration is so much more preferable. Like, even with all the times that we ate shit, all the times that we got fucking stuck, we got stuck at one checkpoint for quite a while. And I mean, even stressful as it was still entertaining. I wasn't wanting to whip my controller at the TV. I'll try going a different way. Let's try going back up. This will lead us back towards Research Station 3. Still not a single Flutter Mane. I was trying to get my damn jackass to stand still because I couldn't tell if that was a shiny giraffe or not. I'd say if everything goes the way I would like, and I can get this, and I can get the Rotom for my other team, and I can get everything trained up, which I feel like I kind of have to choose between streaming Battlefront tonight and doing that. But we'll possibly... Jesus, I was not trying to fucking dive to my death. I'll probably get some battles in tomorrow. Not sure which team we'll go with first, but might try both. I still have to decide who the 6th mon is going to be for the sand team. And I think my other team, I've still got 2 open slots that I've got to figure out. Do you mean to have, like, one of every single shiny? A lot. The thing is, I have, like, over 200, but since 102 of them, specifically, were Dunsparce, and then some of the others are doubles, like, I have a couple of Vaporeons, I have several, I think, like, 7 or 8 shiny Gyarados. So, a lot. I'll probably work on completing a shiny Pokedex once I've got a team settled on that I like, or even 2 teams, just so I can mix and match. Hence why I have my regular team, and then I have the sand team I want to build. Because Sandstorm was my shit back in the Weather War days. Okay, yeah. So, basically what that means is back in I think it was Generation 5, weather was the most prominent, and it was also indefinite. So once you put up a weather, well, let me clarify. Once you put up a weather with an ability, like Tyranitar summons a Sandstorm, that lasts forever. Now if you used the ability Sandstorm, or use the move Sandstorm, it would only last up to 5 turns. 8 with like a Smooth Rock or whatever. But with Tyranitar's ability, it would last forever until somebody put up a different weather. Hence Weather Wars. And I ran Sand, and it was stupid fun, and I didn't even run an optimal Sand team. I just ran one of Pokemon I liked that benefited from the sand in one way or another. Or they just ignored it completely. Like, Scizor got no benefit whatsoever, but also was just like, yeah, sand doesn't do shit to me, so. But then with Gen 6 and stuff, they made it to where, even with an ability, weather only lasted 5 turns. So, I don't want to say they killed it, but it wasn't the same. It really wasn't a whole lot different in actuality. But weather seemed to be a little less prominent, especially with Megas and stuff being introduced. But Sand was my thing. I tried Hail in Gen 7 with Alolan Vulpix, or Alolan Ninetales. It wasn't bad, but, I mean, back then Ice type still sucked. So, Derp and Godsire are on vacation. Okay, so I had a team Derp was on. And then it turns out that a couple of the mons on the team aren't legal for competitive use. I don't even know if I can use them on like just Wi-Fi battles. So like I have a shiny Godsire that I caught and trained and, you know, for this specific team, but because some of that team isn't legal, I had to make some changes, and I just haven't really gotten around to figuring out a way to fix the team yet. Derp, on the other hand, I haven't tried to mess with it competitively. Apparently, it works for some people to use it against basically a Pokemon called the Donzo. He's this big fat whale that he swallows your fish and he gets power boosts. And he's pretty good. It's hard to get around him, and some people use they use Derp. Pretty sure they use it, and then they like go Terra type grass, so it resists the water, and so it's super effective, and it's got a move to hit. But yeah, they're not retired so much as they are just earning a well-deserved vacation from literally uh, carrying our Let's Play through the game. I'm also having this problem too, where I think I mentioned it in another stream, or it might have been in a video. I'm having trouble balancing like physical Pokemon and special Pokemon on my team, and it's usually an issue I have. But in the past, it was usually okay. I have more special Pokemon than physical Pokemon, and now it's kind of the opposite. And I don't know that's very good or not. So I'm kind of trying to fix it, so that's not an issue I have to deal with. But so many of the special attacking mons that I like aren't in this game. Or in the case of Gengar, like, Fluttermane just does Gengar's job better. As far as being, a fully offensive Pokemon. 5 more base attack and 25 more base speed plus the huge special defense. So it's like, yeah. But I've got some ideas for a Gengar build I want to run. I don't know what team I could fit it on. I don't feel like I could fit him on the Sand team, just because Gengar's already frail. I mean, depending on what I choose to give it. If I give him, like, Life Orb, something that, to do some damage, or do some extra damage, that's plausible. But I couldn't do, like, Focus Sash, because obviously it's going to take chip damage from the sand. And, Gengar is just so versatile, especially, like, with all of its support moves. And then on top of that, I could run Ghost, Poison. He's got grass moves, he's got electric moves, he's got ice moves. Like, Gengar is just fucking good. No. No, definitely not to the farm. No, they're definitely on vacation. They're on vacation, they're enjoying some drinks on the beach. Godsire's buried himself in the sand, and Derp is sitting out on one of those little... What do you call those things? I was gonna say a cot. I guess it's just a beach chair. It's not a beach chair, it's like longer. Yeah, he's sitting on one of those, just soaking in the sun. Holy shit, that's like the first Flutter Mane we've seen since we started hunting today. And I mean, in all honesty, like it's kind of funny because both Clodsire and Skeledirge have both been used as counters for Dondozo because, so for example, there's another Flutter. Where the fuck have they all been? You know, I explained to you how Skeledirge gets, you know, deals with him. Or partially. He basically got a fire type move that you saw it during the playthrough. It guarantees, like, auto raises your special attack by one stage. So you do one of those, then you've got, I'm assuming Energy Ball. And, you know, Terra Grass. Or, I mean, even Shadow Ball. Well, but Energy Ball would do more. But then, like, Clodsire, you do, his ability, Water Absorb, basically makes it to where you can't hit him with water type moves. And then the other usual damaging move that there's a Flutter, that a Dondozo has is a Dragon type move. So you make him Terra type Fairy, which is 100% immune to Dragon. And then he's immune to both of Dondozo's main moves. So basically he can only attack with whatever other, like, coverage moves he has. Or if he doesn't have any, then he's just kind of useless. Like, especially if it's one of those sub-protect builds, where they have Substitute Protect, and then Wave Crash and Order Up, then they've only got the two moves that literally can't touch Clodsire. And then, I mean, they can keep setting up a sub and keep using Protect, but eventually you're going to break through. It'd be a very long, slow game, but it would end in your favor. Especially because on mine, I gave him the move Chilling, it's called Chilling Waters. It's basically supposed to be a replacement for, we used to have a move called Scald, that now only one Pokemon can get, and it's stupid, because it's a legendary. But, basically Scald was like base power 80, which is pretty fucking good. There's another Flutter. Another two Flutters? No, just one. And it would, like, had like a 30% chance to burn or something, which is pretty good because burn just, like, cuts their attack in half, which really hurts, especially a Pokemon like Dondozo. But they took that away, so now we get this move called Chilling Waters that is only like base 50 or 55 power, I think, but it's a guaranteed attack drop. So you use that, and you basically can. It won't do damage. I mean, it'll do a little bit of damage, but unless they terastallize, then it might do a little more. But the point isn't that it does damage, it's that it just nerfs his attack into the ground. So he's already not doing a lot, and then he's really doing a whole lot of nothing. And then he'd probably have, like, Earth Power to do damage if it turns to Steel type. Maybe a Rock move if it turns to Flying. I think that's the other Terra type he usually goes to, or is it Dragon? I'm not sure. Either way. We found one! Yes, right before the timer ran out! Look how adorable it looks when it's sleeping. I know Clear Smog isn't a strong attack, but it is super effective. Look at that. We punched it in the face and it's like it woke up long enough to realize it was getting punched in the face. That's creepy. It blinks in its sleep. Oh, it put itself to sleep. Are we fucking kidding? If it'll give me like 3 turns of sleep. Is this the Pokemon I want to catch in my Love Ball? I don't think it is. I only get 1. Oh, the Dream Ball is kind of perfect. I don't even have a Love Ball. I know I didn't fucking use it. Is there a better pink Pokemon to use this on? Because it says it works better on Pokemon that are asleep. Yes, but the problem is that some of these Pokeballs you literally only get 1 of. I'm checking right now to see. Though this list is somewhat off, I don't know if I'd consider that Pokemon brown. I mean, I would use it for a shiny Wigglytuff, but the thing is, I'll never really use a Wigglytuff. It's just not a good Pokemon. This, though, is. I didn't save it before the battle, though, so if it breaks out... Oh, yeah, I can't get away because it's so goddamn fast, and this mushroom is as slow as a chode. Alright, so we saved it, so we can try again. I've decided we're going to use the Dream Ball on this thing. Let's fucking go. I was trying to make sure there was no other shinies around us. That's so creepy how you see it blink while it wakes up. Okay, I think another clear smog will kill, so if we pollen puff and it doesn't wake up, this should be enough. With it still being asleep. The Dream Ball should do it. And we got the crit cap. We got it. It's a beautiful Pokeball. It's been one of my favorites ever since Gen 5, but again, like, you get one. So you have to make that shit count. Damn it, I was hoping this thing would fuck off. Haha, we're immune. Get out. Alright, nothing else over here shiny. Let's check this out, though. Yeah. Nice and neutral nature. That's Garbo. I mean, we were going to end up changing it no matter what anyways. Not the greatest of stats, but that's okay too. It's already Terra Fairy. Alright, our work here is done. I mean, I could try for another Flutter Mane, but God, we barely even saw any Flutter Manes. What else do I need? I don't think there's anything down here I need. See, look, right here. Shiny Godsire. All trained up and ready to go. And I had him with Quagsire. Or had her with her man, Quagsire. He's just not legal to play, which is dumb. I could just go and shiny hunt for the other Paradox Mons, I guess. I already have Sandy Shocks, though. I don't have Slither, Flutter, Brute Bonnet. I have Great Tusk. And we just got Scream Tail. I think what we'll try and do is we'll try and look for Slitherwing. I don't want to do any EV training on stream. That's boring. So, okay, yeah. Say hi to the nice shiny green Scizor. That's perfect. Alright, so I need to find a good sandwich for Bug. I need my controller to stop doing that shit first. This one works. The sandwich thing does get tedious, though. And recipes like this are annoying because, like, the potato salad is just like a giant lumpy clump. So, good luck getting that on there. You know, anything besides putting it on last, and even then, don't put the fucking bread on it. Doesn't even look good, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, no offense to the people that made this game, or, Japan in general, but yeah, most of the sandwiches on this game are just like, what the fuck? So I went for. So basically, this Pokemon's bug fighting. I went with bug over fighting because. I don't know. I would rather get a shiny Venomoth because he's a bright blue over a shiny Medicham or Meditite because I just. One, don't like the Pokemon, and two, the shiny is just eh. It just seemed like a better option. So they'll be bright blue instead of this like lavender, and then these things are like just straight up yellowish orange instead of the red. I guess there is Frostmoth too. I kind of forgot about that thing. I also don't even think I know what its shiny looks like, which is fine because it won't stop me and take up time. I have no idea what what kind of ball I'd catch these things in. I mean, the net ball is made for catching bug types, but it's like a teal turquoise color. I don't feel like it would really fit the coloration of either of these shinies. I'd love to catch, like, to shiny hunt some of the Pokemon in Violet, but I can't really do that without somebody having Violet. And Liam, I haven't actually seen him in a couple weeks. I haven't seen him in streams, so I don't know what he's up to. And then my friends that have Violet, well, they don't even really play the game anymore, so yeah. So I just don't know what we'll do about that one. It always seems like I never have good luck at the start of a sandwich timer, which is odd because I usually see people have the opposite. Like they'll have one pop up as soon as they get out of the picnic, but then after that it's just a dry spell. Mine's like the fucking opposite. It's like that was an arrow telling me to go this way. And it only brought me to the same point. Well, I made it all the way down and then back up, and nothing. It'll take 10 minutes though, so do it again 2 more times, see what we find. This isn't nearly as entertaining as actually battling, but you can't really do anything until I get my team set up. And that's even more boring to watch than watching someone run around looking for a different colored bug. Well, we're not getting much luck so far. I hate that it feels like that's a common occurrence for you, but I've been there, and it's not great. Oh, come on. I wasn't even close enough to that. God damn it. Now I have this thing out front, so I'm going to have to freaking swap just so I can run every single time. I mean, I'll have to take your word for that. Though, to be fair, I mean, I feel like it's probably still the least of your problems. Yeah, pretty much. It's actually kind of annoying right now. Because while I'm stuck in that battle, my timer is slowly ticking away. Of course, it also doesn't help that the pull on my controller today is really fucking bad. Yep, that big old jump to the left, I was out of my control. I feel like Nintendo has always been more intuitive than Sony and Xbox, but their tech is just always worse. I shall return in just a moment. Alright, we're back. I had to go to the main menu because if you do that, then it actually pauses the in-game timer. That's about the only way you can kind of preserve your sandwich time. No, probably just about out. We got 10 minutes left. Couldn't tell if that one was actually lighter or not. So there's actually a method that I haven't tried that basically says that I'm supposed to kind of like slowly let the Pokemon spawn in right here and then walk away and slowly let them spawn back out. Problem is, it does not work with this damn controller. Yeah, it's just not something I can do. I can't freaking walk at just walking speed because this fucking thing is like a kid with ADD and no Adderall. And there that one went. Goddamn stupid giraffe. At least it wasn't shiny. Was that shiny or was that just part of its animation? Didn't do it that time, so I'm gonna assume it's not shiny. Or we can just do this. Sucks because these stupid low kicks are everywhere too. But I think they're fucking like bug fighting as well, so they'd pop up no matter which sandwich I used. Green wings, okay. I don't think we've seen one that has green wings. Thankfully. I mean, it's not one I'm hunting, but a shiny's a shiny. I'd be upset if we missed one. I appreciate the heads up, though. I hadn't taken the time to look. I'm pretty sure our sandwich is already run out. Yeah. I mean, the bugs are still everywhere here, so I don't necessarily think we need one. I really just need my controller to stop fucking around. Yeah, it's definitely good to know. I was thinking about checking after that sandwich ran out, but now I don't have to. I think we'll do a run around for a few minutes and just see. And then, because I can't set up a picnic down here. Because it's like stupid. You can't set up, oh, okay. But then watch. Probably best not to host a picnic here. I mean, as long as you got the Pokemon to keep these things away from you, why the fuck not? Like, this is such a dope... What is that? What is that blue thing that's like right above my head? And I'm not talking about the hat. We're about to go explore. Hold on. Looks like a... Oh shit, ran into a Raichu. Looks almost like a portal. That or I just have very bad eyesight. I don't know if it applies this way in the newer games. I know in the older games, once you caught a Pokemon, they were easier to find. Not that that really matters here because, well, I've caught all the Pokemon that are in this game. But I don't know if that applies to just the older games or... I want to go investigate over there, if I can. No, climb, you fucking dumb lizard. I don't know, I've been over here. A cozy little area. There's berries and shit everywhere. Oh, it's like a satellite. It's like a radar dish. I wonder how high up we can climb. I did most of my exploring in this area during my first playthrough, and you, of course, can't ride on your Ride-Mon. Yeah, I didn't realize, like, they had... There's another one over there. I didn't realize they had these dope-ass, like, super high-up places you could go. Nothing spawns up here, though. Can I go up higher? Does this just let you climb straight out of the crater? Oh shit, it actually does. I I didn't know you could do that. Huh. Interessante. Interessante. Well, now that we're out, what else? What else do I need for my teams? I really don't need the Slither Wing. I just figured, what the hell? Let's just try and get another one. Let me check my notepad. Well, at first I was like, oh, cool. We're at the top of, like, the very top of where these waterfalls come from. Maybe there's something up here. But then there was nothing that spawned up there. And then we learned that we could just climb the fuck out. I'm looking at my notes. I kind of want to try for Fluttermane again. Let's see. If I can get my phone to cooperate, it's being pretty fucky. I hate being up here at Area Zero, or at least the gate, because there's no sound. There's no nothing. Just like emptiness. Can't play. Well, I can play this video, I just can't play the sound on stream. This is such a, like, disheveled piece of shit sandwich. But I couldn't get my controller to stop trying to fling everything off the left side of the screen, so. So I just watched the John Austin Plays video, and apparently the game has a bug that has not been addressed, has not been fixed, where Fluttermane doesn't spawn during the day. That's why we weren't seeing them. So when it's daytime in the game, they don't show up. But apparently, even if they're not supposed to show up, if one were to appear shiny, it would still appear, even though nothing else would. So we're about to test that theory. This controller makes it look like I have the shakiest hand playing this game, but it's literally just me fighting my own technology. We're also just going to jump straight off and go straight to the bottom because apparently the only fairy type that spawns down here in the water is Fluttermane because Screamtail is afraid to get her hair wet. Oh, shit. God, stupid fucking... Oh, my God. I've got to find time to take this piece of shit apart. Well, apparently they're not afraid to get their hair wet down here. What the hell? I thought... Okay. Maybe they patched it. Maybe they did something to fix it. Actually, no. I think it's because we were over there by what is technically... There's areas of dry land. See, it's kind of creepy besides these little fucking rock fucks flying around. There's nothing. And there should be Fluttermanes here. But if one were to show up, it would show up and it would just be green, so... Kind of makes it so there's less Pokemon I have to look for. That's creepy. Technically on dry land, though. Or in dry land. Thought I saw something. Maybe not. That would be my luck. A shiny would pop up, but it'd be in the fucking wall, so we'd never see it. There's a Pokeball up there. This is very weird, but it seems to be accurate. So he's just looking for a green ghost flying around. All the sparkles in the air is not helping either, though. It's just more just detracting my focus. I didn't know this little cave was here. What the hell? That's neat. I didn't find that during my playthrough. Could literally be anywhere. There's a random one. Oh, they're popping up now. It must be nighttime now. Okay, so So they're not coded to be a nighttime only Pokemon, but they are only showing up at night due to a bug. Now that we can see them, it doesn't make it easier. I actually don't know that I like the green one better, but I mean, we're gonna catch it regardless. I feel like I could have easily missed one. Oh, we got plenty of time. The reflections on the crystals is not helping though. I think I did instead of doing Fairy, I probably should have done Ghost. Because Fairy also means that Screamtail would pop up. I mean, if we got another one, it's whatever. But every Screamtail pop is another Flutter that we could have had. And if it was a shiny Screamtail, then it could have been a shiny Flutter, and that's a waste. I'm so hoping that with the DLC, they'll kind of expand upon the story of these Paradox Mons and just kind of explain the origin a little bit better. Especially since so many people are convinced that they're not actual Pokemon. Like, especially the ones from the future. That they're more just created by the lab and the AI. That it's not really a time machine, that it's created them, the different Pokemon, based off of the ideas that were in the professor's head. Which doesn't make sense considering the book was supposed to be like hundreds of years old, hundreds or thousands of years old, well before the professor's time. So I don't know. I am hoping they expand upon it at least a bit, so the story makes a little more sense. Yeah, especially between like Fluttermane, for example, like we were talking about before. Not only is it stronger than Misdreavus's current evolve form in Miss Magius, but it looks more akin to Misdreavus. So is it like this was the base form and then they got weaker and developed into Misdreavus? In which case, Miss Magius is an evolution that kind of attempts to get to its original power but can't quite get that far? Or is Fluttermane the original evolution of Misdreavus? And it can for some reason, it can no longer evolve into Fluttermane. Instead, it evolves into Miss Magius. It's kind of with a Pokemon like this, the possibilities for whatever their real origin is kind of opens up and makes it to where we could have an interesting story for the DLC. Maybe, if it's done right. Scarlet and Violet was definitely done right, especially compared to previous titles like X and Y, definitely Sun and Moon, and the Ultra versions, and even Sword and Shield. Like this, at least Scarlet and Violet's story was just kind of wild all over the place, but in a good way. Oh, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I mean, I'm still looking forward to the DLC regardless because I know we get Paradox Suicune. Somebody mentioned that it doesn't, that the main core of its design looks more like Entei and not Suicune. In which case, like, I'd be a little like, because I prefer Suicune. But I mean, even so, if it looks like it's a hybrid of all three, even if it shares a little more characteristics of Entei, I don't care. I do not care. I just hope it's a. I would prefer it's Suicune because I'd prefer it to be a really good, super bulky water type with some other shit. Is this another cave over here? Did I not know about these before? I mean, I know the items respawn. I don't know. I think what I would rather do is just do laps around this main giant puddle. And that way I can kind of cover the whole area without... I mean, it's backtracking in a way, but going around in a circle instead of, like, running back and forth across a broader area of this section. I just have to be careful and not run out of range of one as it spawns. I don't need another mistake like that Gyarados. And I like the Paradox Mons, most of them. Even Fluttermane, even though I hate how physically frail it is. But the only really meta Pokemon that I don't plan to use is Goldango. I hate that thing so much. It looks so fucking stupid. It's a yellow Gumby. And they just gave it a busted typing, a busted ability, a busted spread attack with like, even busted fucking stats. Like it's ridiculous. There's one. See, if I hadn't looked back, we would have ran straight away from this thing. Now, actually, I should have no worry about attacking this thing because its special defense is stupid high. If it goes for a fairy type move, I resist. It went for a fire type move. Wow, okay. So, you're definitely going Night Night. And then this thing has to go in a Dusk Ball, right? Like, it's a Ghost type, it's green, it'll come out of the green and black Pokeball. It's got a little bit of orange on it, too. I think the button's orange. And then comes out in that purple cloud of shadowiness. Like, it's just perfect. Clear Smog's, it's neutral anyways. I'm glad we got it though, because it does mean that when we're not streaming, I can go ahead and get them EV trained up, and then they're available to use for battle. This Pokemon's really good, aside from it's like base 55 HP and base 55 defense. The problem is I feel like it has 4 move slot syndrome, because you obviously want... Ooh, the dodge. You obviously want Shadow Ball for Ghost Stab, because I mean, pretty much Ghost hits everything besides normal and does resisted on Dark. And you want some kind of fairy move, whether it's Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam. But then I feel like this Pokemon has to have Protect because of its frailness. And I mean, you can like have Mystical Fire to deal with Steel types. They wouldn't resist Ghost, but I mean, they do more damage than Shadow Ball. Pretty sure. I'd have to calc it. But then I've seen some people using Power Gem, which it just used on us a couple turns ago, to help it deal with Pokemon like Arcanine. So, I don't know. I feel like I'd stick with Mystical Fire. I think personally. Just because I feel like being able to deal with a Steel type, especially because so many more Pokemon are going to Terra Steel than Terra Fire, I think. That should be low enough. Yeah, look at that. So, it's got the green, it's got the orange for the button, and the band around the side. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. This should count as like a dark cave area, shouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. And look at that. That one right there is cheering for us. Hell yeah. Oh, hey, okay. Yep, hello. No, thank you. make sure none others around us are shiny. We still got a few seconds, or a few minutes. We could possibly shiny hunt for another one. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and move this right here next to the shiny Screamtail. See, that's why, like, I'm constantly moving the camera around because I feel like I'm going to come across one like we just did that'll spawn in behind us, or in that case, kind of behind and to the side. I don't know how we didn't run into that thing. And it would just despawn because it would be out of the render zone. I ain't mad though. I mean, it did take 2 hours to get them, but hey, that's 2 successful hunts. Two successful hunts that we wanted. We did fail on the slither, but eh. Had no intention of using it. I would use an iron moth, and I'm still considering it. I'm also considering just using my shiny sandy shocks. Wow, that's a mouthful and a half. Pretty sure these things are gonna spawn pretty frequently, even once that sandwich runs out. Fucking Christ. Since it is now nighttime and they're all over. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're doing like no damage. Oh, I saw that shiny green yellow over there and I was like, is there another one? And it's just a rock. We got a minute and a half. We can find another one. We got 30 seconds left. But, again, if we only get one. Alright, so that's that for that sandwich. I mean, we got one. And see, more success with those level 2 sandwiches than the fucking sparkling level 3s. I don't get it. I really don't. Well, that was a productive 2 hours, I guess. It would have been better if it didn't take us so long to get those, but I think we're gonna go ahead and end this one a bit early. We're going almost 2.5 hours. Get these trained up and possibly have our teams ready to go, and maybe do some Wi-Fi battles tomorrow. And then tonight, probably about 4, maybe 5 hours from now. Probably about 4 hours from now, we'll do another stream, and we'll go through and finish the Battlefront 2 campaign. It is 100% better than nothing, for sure. Especially since we got both the ones we wanted. That is definitely true, and with the Paradox Pokemon, they are just harder to find for some reason. Especially because they can't really have outbreaks. But we'll go ahead and call it here, and we'll catch you maybe tonight. And we'll get that Battlefront 2 campaign wrapped up. Or actually, I don't know. I haven't played any Battlefront in a while. Maybe we'll just play some multiplayer. Just have some fun Star Wars PP. We'll see. I don't know how many missions I have left on the campaign. I might do that and then do some PP. I don't know. Then maybe some Wi-Fi battles tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll play with Justin. I gotta make sure there's battle buddies and shit for tomorrow anyways. I think I already had the video done for tomorrow, though. I just gotta get it uploaded. So, if we don't catch you tonight, we'll catch you maybe tomorrow. I don't know what time we'll stream Saturday. You usually seem to catch us when we do anyways. I'll probably start using Twitter again to announce we go live, so you can... The Twitter link's down below. You can find it on YouTube. I'll mention it on YouTube. And yeah, with that, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back later.